Okay guys, we are back for another Serafin Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu move of the week. This week we're going to work on a wrestle up from the guard. Wrestling up from the guard is becoming more and more popular, gi and no gi. You're seeing a ton of it, and it's a great way to kind of get the fight to the ground and with you on top if you aren't a great wrestler, or if you're going someone who's trying to stall out your wrestling. So what we're going to do is go into a guard setting, use the guard setting to get a good connection to our opponent, and then wrestle up. So we're going to use De La Riva as a frame of reference. This is a great one in the gi. This is one you're going to see a lot. And even though wrestle ups is becoming more and more popular, this is a very old school technique. This is when I started working as a blue belt 20 years ago, and I've had great success with in competition. So let's give it a try. So Mike here's going to be in my De La Riva guard. And we can do this with any grip configuration of De La Riva. We're just going to start real standard with my nice De La Riva hook on his lead leg. My opposite leg is checking his hip, and I'm going to have a sleeve grip. I could have near sleeve, I could have far sleeve, I could have a lapel, because my goal isn't to really use the sleeves anyway. I know most of the time Mike's going to be trying to break this grip and create space, so as Mike breaks that grip, I'm going to push him away with a non-De La Riva leg. I'm going to immediately sit up. As I sit up, I want to attach to anything I have here, his belt, his lapels, whatever's open. Since Mike's belt is here, I'm going to grab it and feed it to the arm that's going to be underneath his knee. From this spot, I'm going to immediately switch my hips. And since I'm going to be attacking with my left arm, I'm going to switch both of my hips to the left here. I'm going to put my right hand on the floor, I'm going to base it on my left foot here. My head is going to be up. And my goal is I'm going to drive Mike back as I sit up, pushing off this hand and this foot, and I'm going to use my head as a battering ram to drive him backwards. As I stand up, I'm going to come up into a single and knocking him down. My head is up chest level, I keep my belt grip, and I have his leg pinched between my legs. To finish, I'm going to use the belt grip. I'm going to pull down with my left elbow. As I do, I'm going to lift slightly with my right hand as I let go with my leg grip. So I'm going to circle, pull, and drop. As I drop, I keep the belt grip, and I try to put the leg into a leg drag position, so now I can start working into my passes and attacks from the top position. Okay? So we'll do it again from the opposite angle. So we're going to be in the De La Riva. I'm going to be on this side. I'm going to have Mike again in a base De La Riva. Again, it does not matter which sleeve I have. Again, I generally like this sleeve for my De La Riva to prevent him from clearing this leg, but I know most of the time Mike's going to be trying to break this grip anyway. So when he does, that's when I'm going to let go, push him away, and immediately sit up. I'm going to get the belt grip, I'm going to feed it through between the legs and keep a good attachment. From here, my right hand is going to go to the floor as I switch my hips to the outside. Notice my head is up and I'm going to drive Mike backwards. As I do, I want him to go back so his weight can't push into me. I'm going to now pull down and circle to my left. As I do, I'm going to let go of his leg and pull his leg out. Immediately, I'm going to come into my leg drag position, start driving the knee so I can start passing the guard with the belt grip. That's going to give me a really good connection and make it hard for him to defend. Okay? Now I want to show you one more time with a common mistake that we want to avoid. We're going to keep the same angle so you guys can see me sit up. So as I sit up and attach to Mike, I stretch out, I get the belt. One of the most common errors a lot of jiu-jitsu people do is instead of coming up aggressively with my head, you come up passively and you back up like this and try to grab his leg, where my butt went backwards. When that happens, I have very little control of Mike's hips. It's very easy for him to push me back down. So I want to make sure when I get up, I'm going forward. So the way I like to think about it, if Mike's not here, if he's not here as my partner, is I want to come up like I'm running up the stairs, as opposed to coming up, going backwards and bringing my hip up. If I do that, it's a very, very weak single. If I come up towards him, driving him backwards, it's a very, very strong single, okay? So we'll do it one more time from a separate angle. So again, Mike will be right here. I'm gonna stretch him out. As he kind of breaks that grip, immediately I sit up, grab his belt, switch his hips, come up to my feet, making him go backwards. Once I'm here, I pull him and bring him down. I'll bring the leg into position, and I'm gonna take him down into a leg drag, getting me a nice, easy pass, hopefully off that takedown. So again, this is a great way to wrestle up from the ground. And again, someone who likes to pull guard but likes to play the top, this is one of the best ways to get on the top, because when you're playing wrestle ups from the bottom, you don't have to worry about the distance management you do on the feet, so I don't have to worry about penetration steps and level changes. I'm already connected because we're in the De La Riva, so when I create that space and wrestle up, it's much, much easier for me to implement my wrestling if Mike's good at keeping me away, framing me, or keeping my grips off. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you like it, share, subscribe, comment. We hope to see you back here next week with another move. Thank you.